gang, it is Wes here at Busy Gettin' Disney. Right now it is Friday night, 11:15 p.m. I just got to my hotel room in Boston, Massachusetts, my favorite city in the entire country. Known fact, since I was a kid, my favorite city in the country. Even since I've been a flight attendant, this is my favorite city in the country. And anyway, I've got a super long layover here. I just flew up here from Miami, so I commuted down from Orlando to Miami. I actually drove today, so it was like about a 3.5 hour drive down to Miami. One flight to Boston this evening. That was about 3.5 hours. And I just actually walked into my hotel room about 10 minutes ago. I am right downtown, not far from Government Center here in Boston. And I have a lot planned tomorrow. I mean, kind of a lot. Boston has great memories for me. I used to come here as a teenager, and I think that's how it actually became my favorite city in the country. I loved it for a long time. I haven't been here for a while. I have not been here since the pandemic started. It's been a couple of years since I've been here. But anyway, I am downtown. Tomorrow is Saturday, and I am going out on the town. I'm going to bring you guys with me. My main goal, something that I have missed because I haven't been there in so long, I want to go to Quincy Market, Faneuil Hall Market, down by Government Center, not far from where I'm at, but I will probably Uber over in the morning. I was going to walk, but the temperature, it's pretty cold here. And tomorrow it's supposed to rain. I actually was hoping it was going to snow instead of rain. So I think the temperature is probably going to be in the upper 30s, above freezing, but still cold and rainy, so far as I know. I do have an umbrella with me, so I'll probably Uber over to Faneuil Hall, and I'm going to spend a good portion of the day there. I was thinking of going to the New England Aquarium, which is only a couple blocks away, walking distance from Faneuil Hall. I'm not sure if it's open. I didn't find out about that downstairs in the lobby when I checked in, so we'll find out tomorrow. I was thinking about going to the aquarium too, but I'm going to take you guys on a walking tour of Boston tomorrow. I'm very excited because I miss this city. I haven't been here in so long. But for right now, yeah, it's about, now almost 20 minutes after 11. I need to sleep. I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to get some sleep, and I actually bought with me. Nothing is open here after 11. It's not like Orlando where things are still open around the clock during this whole mess, but here in Boston, things are closed. So I did get a big salad, prepackaged salad in Miami before I got here. I think I totally got ripped off, and that's okay because I need I need something for dinner. I did get an airline employee discount on it, and it actually looks pretty good. But well, anyway, beggars can't be choosers. So I'm gonna enjoy my salad, have a shower, see what's on the TV here. I'm very excited that I think I have a smart TV, so I might check out HBO Max or YouTube. And on that note, if you guys are not already subscribed to our channel, Busy Gettin' Disney, please click that subscribe button to follow us on the journey. And also click that little notifications bell icon if you would like to stay updated on when we upload new vlogs. And if you wind up having a great time with me by the end of this vlog, please pound that like button. Okay, I will see you tomorrow. I'm gonna get out of this getup. Tomorrow I'll be in comfortable clothes. I'm gonna also show you the view from my window here. This hotel is beautiful. For security reasons, I can't tell you exactly what hotel it is, but I am overlooking Boston Harbor and the skyline of Boston right outside my window. And it's gonna be a little hard to see now because a lot of the lights are out. But Boston is out there, the harbor is out there, and I am so excited to be here. So thanks for joining me, you guys. I'll see you in the morning, and we will head out on the town in Boston. And good morning. You guys, I am so excited. It is supposed to rain, or was supposed to rain anyway, but I opened my curtains this morning to find snow. And having moved to Florida 2.5 years ago, I have to tell you, I do miss snow. So I'd be much more excited if it was snowing instead of raining today in Boston. We'll see. It's snowing right now, though. Okay, and very quickly, that pretty snow turned to freezing rain. Oh well, I've got my umbrella. I'm going out anyway. I called an Uber, and I will be heading in a few minutes to Faneuil Hall Marketplace. Rain or shine, I'm down. You guys, I'm here. I'm so excited. It's been years. So the Uber driver dropped me off on the north side of the marketplace, and the rain is coming down, but that's okay. I'm going around this building here. I totally remember this whole area actually so much. So happy to be back. Quincy Market. You guys, I have so many fond memories of being here from when I was young. Wow. Still some snow here that hasn't melted. I actually would have preferred the snow over the rain, that's for sure. But it's okay, I don't mind, I'm just happy to be here. A few things look very new to me here. I'm not sure what these bubbles are, but I bet they have something to do with social distancing. Oh, they do, I actually think. Now, I've never seen this in Orlando. It's outdoor eating. It's for Ned Devine's Irish Pub. And it looks like each party's table where they're eating has its own enclosed bubble. How innovative is that? That is so cool. I have never seen that before. How do you like that? Wow. And the marketplace is quiet today. This market used to be so crowded on weekends, and today's a Saturday. Not this weekend. Oh my goodness. Antoinette McNamara, if you are watching this vlog, and I hope you are, as soon as these people step aside, I'm going to show you something. Because years ago, okay, it's the statue that this family is looking at over here. Okay, so this statue, this has been here forever. I am actually not 100% sure who this man is, and I know, having loved Boston for so many years, I should probably know this, but I would love to sit down on the bench with him and recreate a moment here, but it is extremely wet and I'm wearing sweatpants, so I can't do that. But years ago, okay, so a very long time ago, it was actually, I'll tell you when it was. I'll tell you the exact date. It was the day after New Year's. The day after New Year's Day. So it was January 2nd, 1988. I took a weekend trip to Boston with my friends Antoinette and my other friend Shannon Smith. I know Antoinette is watching this vlog. I'm gonna have to point this out to Shannon, but we were here and we took a picture with this statue. And I remember that when we were here back then, we were here for a weekend and it must have been about 10 degrees. It was painfully cold. I definitely remember that. We sat here on this bench and took a picture with this guy, and you're still here, buddy. And I still have no idea who he is. I probably should. If any of you know, please comment in the comments for this vlog. Let me know who this guy is. But Antoinette and Shannon, I totally remember that weekend trip. We had so much fun. We flew up here from Newark, New Jersey, a 45-minute flight, and we spent the weekend in Boston, flew back on Sunday night, and we had a great time. We were really good kids. We didn't party. We weren't crazy. We just came up here to Boston. It was actually our very first year of college. We were freshmen in college. So we were 18. Wow. We were only 18 years old. It was a great trip and I have very fond memories. So I'm wondering how many of these shops are the same. I think they're probably all different. I remember so many that used to be here. My first trip here was in 1981. My long-term memory, guys, it's for people who know me, they already know that. I have an insanely accurate long-term memory. My short-term memory is horrible. But my very first time flying, my first time on an airplane, it was October 3rd, 1981 to be exact, and I was 12 years old. And my sister-in-law, Lori, took me on a weekend trip to Boston because the airfare at that time, it was $23 one way, which I wouldn't be surprised if that's what it is now, considering every one of the flights that I work are full. And my sister-in-law, Lori, took me up here for a weekend. And it was actually so I could fly for the first time because I was obsessed with aviation, airplanes, and I hadn't flown yet, and I wanted to try flying. So Boston was cheap to fly to. We had an amazing time, and it wound up becoming my favorite city in the country. Yep. Now, I do remember this Christmas store. The Christmas store was always here. I do remember that. That was always here. It still is. And I might have to take a look inside, as a matter of fact. I'm just going to walk around the outside of the marketplace for a little while here first. These vendors that are all sealed up, obviously, they're not here because of the current situation. But these vendors were always cool. They always sold, they were independent sellers that sold a lot of cool things, like maybe like things you would see, homemade things like you would see on Etsy. I'd compare it to. but they're not here now. I am right now actually looking for a spot where I could possibly pull over and rip this mask off so you guys can hear me better, so I can just explain my my little history with Boston here. Although my history with Boston started in 1981. Okay, gang, I found a spot. So anyway, just very quickly, in a nutshell, sort of, my history with Boston. It was my first time flying, and my sister-in-law, Lori, took me here when I was 12 in 1981. It became my favorite city, and I wound up coming back over the years while I was a teenager. It was so cheap to fly up here. We had these we had a really a cool no-frills airline back then in the 80s. It was called People Express Airlines, and their fare to Boston on weekends, it was always about like $20, $19. I remember $19, I remember $23, but it was cheap. So what we would do, actually my parents and me, my sister-in-law Lori came up with me again at one point, my friends Antoinette and Shannon from college, and yeah, my mom and dad, eventually my cousin, my cousin Cookie. We took day trips up here. We would fly up here on a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning, spend the day in Boston, because the airport is right here in the middle of the city, so it's easy to get to everything here. We would spend the day here and then fly home that same night for, you know, under $50. It was awesome. So yeah, over the years it just became my favorite city. I have always loved it. I've always loved this area, and Boston is one of those cities, unlike, let's say, New York or LA or Chicago, where the city's airport is a bazillion miles away from the downtown areas. But here in Boston, Logan International Airport is right in the center of everything. It's like a 10-minute cab ride or Uber ride over here, or you can take the T, which is the subway system that I learned years ago. I could still do it today. I think a lot here has changed, but today we have Uber, especially like today on bad weather days. Yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna check out some of the shops. I'm gonna go actually inside of Quincy Market. What I remember most from Quincy Market, which I always loved, we would get here pretty early in the morning on those day trips. You'd walk into Quincy Market, so it was breakfast time. It would smell so good in there, and I'm hoping it's still in there. You would smell breakfast cooking and, you know, cinnamon rolls and all of that stuff, and coffee, and it was amazing. I remember all those smells, and you could never decide what you wanted to eat because it all smelled so good. And then over the years as a flight attendant, I've had several layovers here, but I haven't had a long one like this in a really long time, so I just appreciate that I get to be here today. So that's my history with Boston. I don't know if that was a nutshell or too long-winded, but let's check out the shops and go inside of Quincy Market and see what's going on inside. That is Government Center over there. Still named the same. That's where City Hall and the government buildings are. And the T station, the subway station that we would always take from the airport over here to get to Quincy Market. I'm actually wondering if the Faneuil Hall, the real Faneuil Hall right here, which always had a lot of places to eat and shops, I wonder if that's actually closed because it's pretty dark in there. You know, that is so unfortunate. It is closed. The actual building of Faneuil Hall is closed. But, you know, it almost looks like the Quincy Market building is closed too. Wow. Wow. Well, that's where I was going to go to show you guys where all the amazing smells were. I'm actually going to go up close and look at the what the signs on the door say. Okay, the signs actually say this entrance is closed. There's a please use other door. So hey, maybe it is open, and I just need to hit the other side. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm not going to lie either, because when I got here I realized, and I forgot about it. I remember it from years ago. There's a really big comic book store here in Quincy Market, and I'm really hoping they're open, because you guys know I like my superheroes and I like to check out merchandise if there might be some cool new Wonder Woman merchandise that I've never seen before. We'll see. Yes, that's it. Newbury Comics. They have been here a long time. I want to see a little bit more inside the marketplace first, but I'm coming back here because I know it's actually a few floors, if I remember correctly, of comic book everything. Comic book everything. I don't know if that's grammatically correct. You guys know what I'm trying to say here. Yes, coming back here. Let's go inside first. This is it. Totally remember all of this. Wow. And you guys, even through the face covering, it smells terrific. Just like I remember. So many places to eat. Wow. I have missed this so much. Let's go. Hey, Gia. Dude, don't yell in my ear. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry for that. Lobster. Sushi. Indian food. It's all here, guys. Wow. This North End Bakery has been here a long time. I remember going there. Okay, these vendors that are outside or that are on the sides of the Quincy Market building, it used to be called the Bull Market. I remember that. I don't know if it still is, and I have no idea why it was called a Bull Market back then, but we're gonna go down here and see what some of these vendors are. So a lot of these vendors are open. There are also a lot that are closed or that just aren't here, or maybe that aren't here anymore. A lot of interesting things here. A lot of Boston themed souvenirs and merchandise here, as you can see. Okay, back outside, and it is still raining. There's my statue, my old statue friend over there again. I actually remembered something about the picture that I took with my friends Shannon and Antoinette back in
Larry Legend Bird.
1988.
That's not Larry Bird.
We were not sitting on the bench with him. I remember the very picture. I might actually, if I can find the picture, I will insert it into this vlog. It was a picture of Antoinette and Shannon kissing that man, whoever the heck he is, on his cheeks. Antoinette and Shannon, if I can find that picture, I think I actually know where it is. I'll insert it in this vlog somewhere. So keep an eye out for that. All I remember about that, I mean, I do remember taking that picture, but I also remember it was like 10 degrees here. It was it was so painfully cold. Definitely know the salty dog. And I remember coming here back in the day, back in the 80s. Lots and lots and lots of dirty, filthy snow. You guys, since moving to Orlando, you know, I always say one of the things I miss about New Jersey is the snow. But the truth is, I only miss the first 1 hour of a snowfall. I don't miss this dirty, filthy stuff that's piled up. Okay, and this is definitely new. Sephora was not here way back when. That's new. Okay, so anyway, I'm back on the north side of the marketplace again. And I think it's time to hit the comic book store. Sorry, guys. I can't help myself. Got to get my Wonder Woman fix, right? My superhero fix. This is how I roll. What can I tell you? My feet are wet. These are my favorite sneakers in the whole world. However, they're somewhat porous and my feet are wet. I know my back is wet too because I'm using the umbrella to shield the camera more than me. But again, that's okay. I don't leave here until tomorrow morning. Well, actually 4:40 a.m. tomorrow morning, but for now it's still today. So it's all good. Yes, Newbury Comics. Gotta check them out. I think it's time. Oh, this is cool. Happy to be here. Oh, this is cool. Wow. Look at all these Funkos. Now we're talking. She's everywhere. My hero. And a lot of other people's here too. I love when Marvel and DC are all together. And it's all good. Because I don't believe in picking one over the other. Superheroes are superheroes. I'm in heaven. This is awesome. Oh, I'm in trouble. T-shirts. Graphic t-shirts. This was the very first record album I ever bought. 1979. Blondie's Parallel Lines, first album I ever bought on vinyl. Wow. So cool that vinyl records are sold again, and there are so many here. Oh my God, the store is awesome. I could get lost in here all day. Okay, gang. So I apologize to anyone who is only in this to see the city of Boston. I had to take an excursion there to the comic book store. I didn't buy anything, believe it or not. I stayed behaved. On with the vlog. Anyway, I've got a lot of superhero and comic book geek friends out there that might appreciate that little visit. More dirty snow. My feet are wet. I still need to find something to eat though. And I'm going to walk over here to this other side of the block because I remember this other area outside of Faneuil Hall Marketplace. Actually, I might walk down there. The entrance to Boston Harbor is right down there. Oh, wow. So when we used to visit here, yes, to the, I think it's like to the right of that big Marriott hotel over there. We used to sit and watch the boats on the water. And actually watch the airplanes land and take off because the airport is right across the water too. Okay, so this area over here, it has changed a little bit. It looks a little different, but that Marriott Long Wharf has been there a long time, and behind that Marriott is where the New England Aquarium is. And I actually mentioned that I might go to the New England Aquarium, but I found out this morning that you have to have a reservation in advance to go to the aquarium and a ticket, and they're sold out for today. But I think I'm going to walk over there anyway, because behind that Marriott and behind the aquarium, you can check out the boats. And anyway, it's just cool. We're going to head over. Super quick break for water. Very fond memories of this area by the water side, you guys. And over here, the dockside over here, I don't know if it's still here. It's probably not still here, but there was a boat tour. There was a ferry tour we used to take of the entirety of Boston Harbor. Again, this was back in the early to late 80s. The boat was called the Fort Warren. And of course, my younger brother, who passed away 9 years ago, his name was Warren. But the Fort Warren, I don't remember how much it was, but it was like a 90-minute tour on the water of Boston Harbor. It was a lot of fun. And you bought a hot dog when you got on and enjoyed the view of the harbor. And the boat would sail right past the end of the runways at Logan International Airport. So the big jets would be flying right over you. It seemed like they were only a few feet away. It was pretty exciting, actually. I missed that. There are other boats here, and they probably still have the boat tours, or well, when there's no pandemic going on, but I don't see the Fort Warren here anymore. Okay, and you guys, I apologize for the wind noise if you're getting it now, because it's getting a little windy down here by the water, and I did not put the windscreen on. I might actually try to pull over here and put that on. You know, to tell you the truth, this boat over here actually looks a lot like what used to be the Fort Warren, although this one says Regency. This one is the SS Rita. I had an Aunt Rita. I used to call Auntie. I don't see the Fort Warren though. That was a long time ago. So even if it is a boat here, although it looked a lot like this one, I must say. And I wonder if they've just changed the names. Boston Harbor Cruises, this is where we would go to buy the ticket. It's closed, of course. You guys, this mess has to end. It's got to end. I know we all want normal life back. Who wants to live like this forever, right? But in the meantime, until this mess is over, I appreciate you guys joining me on these little journeys of mine, of ours. And we will keep this channel going well after this pandemic is over, after it ends. And it will end. It's going to end. And anyway, you guys, I appreciate your company. Love your support. Thank you so much. And I apologize for the wind noise because I know there must be some. And there is the New England Aquarium. I've got to find somewhere to pull over to get this windscreen on. I don't know where to do it though, where it's dry. And I'm not getting into the aquarium today, I know that, but I'm going to go up to the front of it. I see some boats passing by over there, some really big boats, by the way. Okay, there's definitely been a lot of structure added to the aquarium over here. Wow, I don't remember all of that. At least I don't think I do, but anyway. I think I remember where I can get down to where the boats are. Over there. Okay, I think I found where I'm trying to go at the end of this ramp here the end of this ramp, dockside, for a great view of the harbor and all of these boats, the airport out in the distance. The end of this long pathway was always one of my favorite places to be here in Boston. And granted, we always used to come in the, actually we came year round. We came a lot here in the summer, in the 80s, but no, we were here in the winter too. Winter, fall, summer, all of that. But when the weather was great, this was always such a great spot to hang out at and just watch the boats and the big jets, all of it. So I have the windscreen on the camera, on the microphone now, you guys, so hopefully the audio is a little bit better than it might have been. Oh my goodness, but the rain is coming down heavier. My feet are wet, my toes are cold. My back is wet, but it's okay for the sake of the channel. Yes. Okay, guys, I hope you're enjoying your time with Busy Gettin' Disney with me today. I'm wet and I'm cold, but I don't care. I'm still having a good time. Here we go. Okay, there didn't used to be food trucks down here. I know that, and they're not open anyway, but there definitely weren't food trucks down here. But here's the view off to the harbor and to Logan International Airport, right across the water. I don't think we'd be able to see any airplane land or take off today, though, because the visibility is definitely low. But there's the control tower at Logan International Airport, right in the center of the screen right now. Pretty quiet out here. Wow, all of those buildings over there, they're new to me. I don't remember those being there 30 years ago, 40 years ago even. Wow. The wind is blowing up. I was about to shout out a 4-letter word, but I'm not going to. I'm going to head back up to Quincy Market right now, and I might call an Uber to get me back. I still have to get something to eat. But trying to protect you guys from the wind, not an easy task. Okay, I don't regret any of this though. Okay guys, so what I think I'm gonna do, because the wind is like crazy right now. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but the wind is crazy right now. I am going to call an Uber to pick me up from right here, from in front of the aquarium. I think that might be the easiest location for an Uber driver. And I will do my closeout back at the hotel. Wow. And I still need to get something to eat. Okay, gang, I am back in my hotel room after a very quick, actually, Uber ride. About $9, and we were very close, but it would have been too hard to walk in this weather. I totally had a great time here today in Boston, my favorite city in the country. Here is the skyline again, right behind me, although it's kind of hard to see the visibility. Wow, it's really low. The weather got really bad between the rain, the cold. I mean, I am wet. I am wet through and through. I need to get out of these clothes and shower. The whole backside of me is wet. My feet are wet. My toes are freezing. I have to kind of dry out my sneakers before I put them in my suitcase again for continuing this trip here at work tomorrow. But anyway, no regrets. I have totally missed being here. You know, my first time here, like I said, 1981 with my sister-in-law, Lori. And, well, my sister-in-law, Lori, is much older than me. I should mention that, I guess, actually, because it might sound kind of weird. But I have three, if you guys don't already know this, I have three older brothers who are much older than me. They're 15 plus years older than me. So when I was still a child, they were already getting married and starting their adult lives. And anyway, my sister-in-law, Lori, took me here on my first trip on an airplane in 1981 when I was 12 years old. And to this day, Boston has been my favorite city in the United States since that day. So anyway, I have so many fond memories of Boston, and I always will. And even on a rainy, cold, actually freezing rain, cold day, actually the water side is still frozen here. But anyway, I had a great day, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And again, as always, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please click that subscribe button. And click that little notifications bell icon to stay updated on when we upload new vlogs. And if you had a great time with me today, hey, please click that like button and pound that like button. Before I go, I almost forgot, Alyssa's wishes. Okay, Alyssa's wishes. I will leave information on Alyssa's wishes and the Kindness Rocks project in the information for this vlog. Today's rock on. Plain and simple, you guys. So for anyone who might need to hear that simple message today, rock on. This vlog. Here we go. For now, it's Wes at Busy Gettin Disney. Over and out, you guys. Stay safe. Bye, you guys. Bye.